Hey everyone, Professor Adjvan here. In this quick video, I want to go over how to solve this equation with two radicals in it, right? Each of these pieces that has an exponent of 1/2 is really a square root. And there are a few ways that we can go about solving this. The way I recommend is to get one of these pieces on one side of the equals and the other piece onto the other side. So I'm going to move this 3x to 1/2 to the other side of the equals by adding it across. So we'll have x plus 4 to the 1/2 equals -2 plus 3x to the 1/2. At this point, we want to square both sides of the equation. Squaring this is going to cancel the square root, the 1/2 exponent, because it's an exponent to an exponent, so we multiply. 2 times 1/2 is going to be 1, leaving us with just x plus 4. And on the other side, we have a -2 plus a root. So when we square it, we're going to have to FOIL. Right? So if we FOIL this out, we're going to get 4 minus 4 times 3x to the 1/2 plus 3x. So now what I want to do is get everything that isn't this square root term onto the other side. So the 4 I'm going to move over, and the 3x I'm going to move over. So if we subtract 4 from both sides, it's going to cancel. And if we move the 3x over, we're going to have -2x is equal to -4 times 3x to the 1/2. Now to get rid of this 1/2 exponent, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to square both sides. So when we square both sides, we have to square both the coefficient and the x. So -2 squared is +4, and x squared is just x squared. And we need to square both pieces here. So we have -4 squared and 3x to the 1/2 squared. So -4 squared is +16, and 3x to 1/2 squared is going to cancel out the 1/2 exponent, leaving us with 3x. So we have 4x squared is equal to 16 times 3x, or 4x squared is equal to 48x. So I can move this 48x over. 4x squared minus 48x is equal to 0, and I can factor out 4x, giving us x minus 12. So now, because we have two things being multiplied, we can use the zero product property to set each one of these factors equal to 0 and solve. So we end up getting x equals 0 and x equals +12. Now when we get our solutions with solving radical equations, we want to plug them back in into the original equation and make sure that we get something that makes sense. Meaning we want to plug in 0 and have 0 plus 4 to the 1/2 minus 3 times 0 to the 1/2 is equal to -2. And if we do this, we have the square root of 4 minus the square root of 0 is equal to -2. Well, the square root of 4 is 2, the square root of 0 is 0, and 2 equals -2. This doesn't make sense. This is not a true statement. So x equals 0, this solution is not a real solution. This is called an extraneous solution. We can do the same thing with 12 and plug it in. Well, 12 plus 4 is going to give us the square root of 16. 3 times 12 is going to give us the square root of 36. And the square root of 16 is 4. The square root of 36 is 6. And 4 minus 6 is in fact the -2 that we hope it is. So x equals 12 is our only solution to this radical equation. If you would like to see this explained in greater detail and more examples, please watch the video I've linked in the description below. If this was helpful, consider giving the video a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more math content. Thanks for watching, good luck, and we'll see you in the next one.